Thanks to Ryanair, flying from the UK to Ireland has never been easier. Ryanair offer regular flights between the UK and Ireland from 14 UK airports, including Leeds Bradford, my departure for today's flight. Join me on board this flight to find out my opinion of Ryanair. Our flight was the second flight out of the morning, and we were able to arrive just 1 hour before departure today. We had no check-in luggage, so proceeded straight through to departures. Our flight departed from gate 9 today, which is around about 3 to 4 minutes walk from the main terminal building, and to get to gate 9 you had to walk underneath the covered walkway to what effectively is just a porter cabin. Upon arriving at the gate, it was clear the flight was going to be quite busy today, as the gate area was already looking pretty full. As always with Ryanair, priority boarding passengers boarded the aircraft first, and I'll talk you through the different types of extras Ryanair offer later. I was seated in seat 24F, which meant I had to board the aircraft via the rear set of stairs today. Our aircraft was a 14-year-old Boeing 737-800 aircraft, registered EI-DCF. Although this aircraft was old, it has been fitted with the new Ryanair seats, which meant the flight was a considerable amount more comfortable than the aircraft with the old seats. The newly refurbished aircraft felt much more welcoming overall. At this stage, the cabin crew took pre-orders for hot meals, and I'll talk you through what's available later on in the video. We pushed back ahead of schedule today and taxied out to runway 14, which is a southerly facing runway here at Leeds Bradford. I didn't pre-order any hot food today, however the cabin crew did pass through the cabin very quickly with the pre-orders. I have purchased hot food on board Ryanair flights before, and although it's not brilliant, it does keep you full for the flight. My flight to Dublin today cost me just £14.99 one way, and this was the standard fare which you can see on screen now, and with this fare you simply get a seat on board the aircraft and one small cabin bag, for example a handbag or rucksack. You can upgrade to the Plus package, which is a little bit more money, and as well as this you'll also get priority boarding and 2 cabin bags on the aircraft. You'll be able to reserve a seat on board as well, and you'll also get a 20kg bag to check in at the airport. Finally, there's also one other package which Ryanair offer, which is the Flexi Plus package, and with this package you'll get priority in 2 cabin bags, a reserved seat, security fast track, free airport check-in and flexible tickets. However, it's worth noting you will not get a 20kg check-in bag with this fare. Booking a flight with Ryanair is very quick, easy and simple to do. When you're on the website you can easily choose and search for a route. So when you get into this part of the website, which is choosing which package you want to do, you have 3 options like I mentioned earlier. We'll choose the standard fare for today. On the next page you get to choose whether you want to just have a simple 1 bag on board, whether you want to have 2 cabin bags which allow you to have a small bag and a 10kg wheelie cabin bag, and with this package you'll also receive priority boarding. You also get to have a 10kg check-in bag and 1 small bag on board the aircraft for £10. You then get the choice to choose a seat, or you alternatively can have random allocation which will be allocated to you at check-in. If you choose a seat, you've got a variety of different options. Extra legroom seats at the front of the aircraft. You've then got these front row seats, or the ones towards the front of the aircraft which allow you to be first off the plane. And then you've got the standard seats which start from £4 per person and become cheaper as you work down towards the back of the aircraft. Whenever you are booking with Ryanair, they always try to sell you extras, for example security fast track. On the next page you can add baggage. 20kg can be added for £15 on this route. You can add security fast track, transfers at either your origin or your destination, travel insurance and airport parking. As well as this you've got the choice to add car hire below as well. Ryanair also try to sell you hotels in your destination, as well as baby equipment, music equipment and sports equipment. There's a lot of add-ons that Ryanair do offer. As I mentioned earlier, Ryanair did pre-orders for hot meals before we left the ground at Leeds. This is what's available on board a Ryanair flight. They have a new range of food now which covers vegan food, as well as gluten and dairy free products. They offer different meal deals on board the flight at different prices, some of which include alcohol and some just include soft or hot drinks. We've got a variety of healthier options if you want to eat healthy on board the aircraft, as well as a variety of different pastries and hot drinks. They then have other food as well on board, such as pizza and chips. And you can also purchase hot meals, for example lasagna. They offer snack boxes as well, and they have a wide range of different chocolate bars and bags of sweets. The legroom on board the aircraft was much better than in the old cabin. However, the tray table was quite small on board this aircraft, and unfortunately it was fixed in place, which meant it would have been quite tricky to eat on board, especially for smaller passengers. So it's now time to start the approach and descent into Dublin. We'll be landing on runway 10 today, which was the easterly runway here at Dublin. It was quite cloudy today and there was low cloud on the approach, meaning there really wasn't much to see until we were a couple of hundred feet above the ground. The flight was so short that as soon as we'd reached cruise, we were nearly ready to descend already. The seatbelt sign went on around 15 minutes before arrival, and the cabin crew made some quick checks through the cabin prior to our arrival and collected all rubbish as they had a very quick 25-minute turnaround on the ground in Dublin. taxied to a stand at Terminal 1 here at Dublin, and Ryanair do dominate most of the stands here. The taxi to stand took just a couple of minutes, and I disembarked the aircraft using the rear set of steps again. Upon entering the terminal building, the walk to passport control can take between 5 and 10 minutes, depending on exactly where you've parked up. Welcome to Dublin. In my opinion, for the price you pay, Ryanair are a great airline. Their flights to Dublin can cost less than £10 one way from the UK. However, I must emphasise that you should not expect much from Ryanair that is free. Your fare gives you a place on the flight with one small carry-on bag, and that is it. Also, be aware that once you have added on extras such as luggage, it is sometimes cheaper to look at other carriers that operate similar routes to Ryanair. I do hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe for more trip reports in the future. Thank you.